Hello, what is going on everyone? It's Mega Taco Killer here, and today we're playing Star Rupture. We're gonna do the first Rupture all in one video, and you're gonna see everything I do at the start. First, we're gonna pick our character. We got a few different people here with different bios, different flavor text. We're gonna go with the scientist just because I like how he lacks social skills and he thinks he's smarter than everyone.
What the?
Please don't move. I want to run a holistic scan.
Not moving.
Commencing holistic scan.
Appreciate it.
Life vitals normal. Prisoner PO212. Welcome to the Argos program. Your adventure with the Claywood Corporation begins right now. Hello, I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
I'm finally here. Let's get this training over with. I want to get to work.
Okay, we got a tutorial to do. All right, so in the top left, it tells us to move around, look around, you know.
Welcome to Arcadia 7 in the Rupture system. The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Okay, so it wants us to use this tool to basically gather resources. First, we need to find a meteor. If you look in the top left, it says find a meteor, that thing, and then it says obtain a meteor heart. So basically, when you walk up to these things, you knock off these little, I don't know what to call them, the spot that's different, and it gives you various resources. We'll just go ahead and blast off all of these. Actually, I don't see another one. Guess we just shoot it. There we go. That gives you the meteor heart. Here's another meteor. We're gonna go ahead and grab it, so we have two. These little rocks on the ground are just resources. Wolfram ore and titanium ore are the most valuable right now at the start. This right here is an infinite titanium ore mine. So if we let our gun recharge real fast, we can mine it straight from here. And then over here is Wolfram. All this is, we can mine all this for Wolfram, which will come in handy later. Okay, so now it says select the build tool, build a base core. A base core is basically the structure we need to build our base in. So if you see this line kind of far away, it's our area that we can build in. And as long as we put this somewhere near these ores, we will be able to mine the ores. Here might be a good spot, and then we can make this as tall as we want or as short as we want. We want about medium height. Actually, no, we'll go as tall as we can. There we go.
You'll need building materials to build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite.
Alright, so it wants us to gather up a lot of resources. We need 12 titanium and 12 wolfram.
I can't believe I'm here. Everything here is fascinating.
The Claywood Corporation is very glad to see your enthusiasm. Most convicts do not share it.
Most of them are usually idiots who are unable to see the potential in being a pioneer on a new world.
Technically, you are not a pioneer. A lot of people have been to Arcadia before you.
That was a long time ago, and besides, the quality of their research and observations was embarrassing. You need someone who'll notice the important things, like Darwin on the Galapagos Islands, but better.
I'm glad, but I will also remind you of your resource gathering duties.
Okay, we have all the resources we need. Now we need to go back to the ship over here, and we can make the building material. Okay, so in the ship, we have the basic item printer. We can make the basic building material out of wolfram ore and titanium ore. We're gonna click max.
Everything's ready. Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers. Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
Get back at our base core here. We need to make a habitat. So we open our build menu. Here's the habitat right here. We can level this with our base core, hopefully. There we go. Then we can put a airlock on it.
Now that you have no shelter, build a printer inside it. That way, you will always have it nearby, thus optimizing your work.
I made the mistake of not having a way in, so what we're gonna do. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna leave that there for now. Okay, so inside, you have to use the airlock to get in and out. Otherwise, there just wouldn't be a door here.
Great. Now build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will, in turn, give you access to new buildings.
Okay, so this is the item printer we had in the ship. We make our basic building material here, and some other things later like ammo and other building materials. A power cell. This is the corporate terminal. As you can see, there's different corporations that we can work for later, but right now we only have this one, which it says we can go ahead and claim level 1, giving us the orbital cargo launcher, solar generator, and basic platforms.
The first reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Okay, so it wants us to build these orbital cargo launchers. And then it wants us to put a solar panel to power it, and we can connect power using platforms. All right, so this is all powered. Okay, next step is when we come up here to this. Wow. When we come up here to this, we can select it, select the corporation we want to work on, and then we can choose the resource we want to give it. Later, there'll be multiple to choose from. And yeah, now we just need to supply it with the titanium it needs. So if we put this in here.
As soon as we get the package, your reputation will increase, which will unlock new schematics for you.
There it goes.
The shipment has arrived. You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more. You've acquired new schematics. Go ahead, claim your reward.
Okay, we can claim our next reward here. We're sending it 5 of the resources. We can claim level 2, giving us the ore extractor, ore excavator, the rail support, and rail connector.
We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
A trivial question. Of course I know what they're for. We'll automate production by excavating deposits and sending them between buildings using rails.
Impressive. You've used equipment like this before?
Hardly. It just doesn't make logical sense to extract everything by hand and run around from building to building. You'd waste my potential if I had to do that.
Exactly. Let's take advantage of those 3 doctorates.
Okay, so with the ore excavator, we will now need another solar panel. which we are going to put one lower than this one, and we're going to put it right here.
Now that the raw materials are being extracted automatically, you'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patent. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But if it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, so while we're waiting on that, we can farm a few more resources. It should be done right about now sometime. Yeah, sometime soon. So we'll just grab some wolfram so we can make more building materials. Okay, we got level 3 in this training corporation, so we can go ahead and grab that. That gives the analyzing station, so if we make more basic building materials, we can go ahead and build that. This structures allows us to take things like the meteor arts, and which we're not going to use, or some plants. Go grab some real fast. So these plants, polyfruit, or hydrobulbs. There's a bunch of other plants around the map. We can grab a few different things to speed up this process. These purple things.
Fascinating specimen.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or ruins your kidneys. We won't know until you try it.
Alright, now that we have some plants, we can go back and analyze them. Wait, we put the plants in here, claim data points.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them. Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them.
Okay, so we can use our data points to speed this up and level it up.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
We're nearing the end of our training. Please answer the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
Since this is the first question, to establish a good baseline, I will answer 5.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about a meter in diameter?
It's unnerving how specific that question is.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
Okay, we have to gather more resources so we can finish our little factory here. So after mining some wolfram, I'll be able to make more building materials and finish the training. Okay, I gathered 58 more wolfram. Okay, that's 600 building materials. I needed to put down a couple more of these. What? Why is the rock in my structure? Oh, well. You know what? It is an early access game. So. I don't know why there's a rock in my solar panels, but it's there. Is that lined up? I can't. It's hard to tell. No, there. Let's go ahead and lock that. Actually, let's lock location too. Or not. Okay, I just need to see which way to face this. There we go, that's much better. Okay, so those are our solar panels. And then we can build another miner here, facing this way. And then if we put down rail supports, there, here, I think, as well. That might work pretty well. Let's see. There to there. There. Okay, that don't look too bad. All right, there we go. Now our miners are delivering the resources to our smelters. Our smelters are gonna, you know, do their job and smelt things, and then we will be progressing out of the tutorial. Okay, I actually thought these were higher, so I'm kind of annoyed that they're not. Okay, there we go. It's not looking too bad.
I can use this.
I don't know why I did that by hand. I thought I would need them, but no. We can just connect these up, and it'll send it automatic. When it fills up, then these will fill up, and then the miners will fill up, and everything will get backed up. We have 2 of them sending up stuff now, so we're at 45 out of 100. And we could just use our points. We have 210 points. We could just use them. However, I don't see the point. We can save them for something more important later, because the points are used for many other things. Let's go claim our level 5. Okay, these are advanced platforms and such.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Checking the connection. Over.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only S8466, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay. We need to get some out of our wolfram mining so we can make more building materials. So to do that, I'm actually not even going to connected to the base yet. I just need it for... All I need the Wolfram for is for basic materials. So what we're going to do instead is make an orbital cargo launcher and connect it with via rails. Or we can actually take this and then instead take this, put it there. Now this is mining. Once it's done, I can take it out and build building materials. Okay, so we're gonna add on to the base. So what we need are, we have 6 corporations, so we're gonna need 6 different orbital exchange. I think we have 6, we might have 5. Let me check. Can't remember the exact number. In my test run, I played all the way up until I had level 4 or 5 in all of them. Not that, that's a smelter. This right here. Okay, we got 5 corporations. So, yeah, I got them to level 4, and then I played multiplayer a little bit, got them to level 4 again, and now I'm playing for YouTube. So, yeah, I have a little beginning experience. That's about it. We're gonna separate them by 2 so we can put these in front. So, to do this, we're gonna do 2 like this. Perfect. And then an orbital exchange, which we can favorite all this, so we might as well. So like if we click R on it, we can favorite what we're gonna be using a lot. We don't need to favorite any of this. We do need that, we need that. Smelter, and then rail, orbital cargo, pillar, foundation. That's gonna be the stuff we use most of the time. So now it's all gonna be in our favorites. It's facing the right way right now. Look at that. No, it's not. It's backwards. Okay, big arrow telling me which way is right. There. Now 4 more. And 4 more of these. Okay. We can also go ahead and grab our resources and make more building materials. How this series is going to work is at the end of each rupture, so when the sun explodes, I will be ending that video. So we got to get as much work done as possible before the sun explodes. I would like to get everything to level 2 before the sun explodes, so hopefully we have time to build before that happens. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 more. That way. Hi. Perfect. And then if we build this. Beautiful. And then smelters can go in front as possible.
E4101. You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
Oh, I put them all backwards. If you look at the top, our base does have, or let me pull it back up. Our base does have a core overheat level. Basically, that's how many structures we can put in this area. And different structures make the number go up more. Like the foundations don't make it go up as much as the solar panels. So if you come to your base core, you can upgrade it by giving it these resources. Quite a lot of stuff. And can be expensive. Let's go ahead and connect all of these up to each other. Perfect.
I don't get it, Sam. What's so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
I like what we got going on here. Honestly, we got like tunnels. Yeah, honestly, I like it. Got tunnels down here. And we can get to everything quite nicely. I do need to block this up though.
So, you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but because of the ones I didn't.
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
Okay, so we got one of the rails going. So we got 2 more to do. Actually, I think only 1 more needs titanium ingots. Let me check to clarify. This one needs it. Yeah, the others need wolfram. So we'll go ahead and do this one. Which is this miner right here. Okay, there goes 2 of our miners. Okay, the other 3 need to be set to wolfram bar. Let's go ahead and do that. So, wolfram. Okay, so with these, we can rotate this actually. That's fine, that's fine. We need to pull from back here as well. Can I? Oh, that's right outside. Okay, that's fine. So I guess we will be using this one, and we'll face it that way. Perfect. It could be a little neater, but I needed to get this stuff going. I can kind of work on it right now, actually. So if we line up with this, that's on this line right here. We can set this as high as it'll go. Rotate it 1. There, and then that means we can set this to be connected there. Okay, then that to there is a straight line, which means we can make this a straight line as well by lining up with it and walking this way. We need to keep the level the same, so let's keep height like that. Okay, then we need to go to where it lines up with that. Nearly, and then back like 2, and then here rotate 1 there. So then this would be like that. That would go to there. Oh, did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. That's kind of funny. This doesn't actually need to be here. I needed this one to be.
Hey, Chris? I heard you've got 3 doctorates.
It's true.
What for?
What for what?
What do you need 3 scientific titles for? Wouldn't you have rather focused on your work?
I see you're not familiar with the world of academia. Doctorates open many doors. They increase the probability my publications will get quoted, and I have access to a broader spectrum of theoretical knowledge. Plus, I did them all at once.
I prefer practice over theory.
And that's why you ended up as someone who does the dirty work.
I'll remind you that you're also here on this planet doing the same thing as me.
But with a completely different mentality.
Okay, it's all nice and neat now. We have finished up the rails. We put supports, making it all kind of line up nicely. I think we could have closed it in more, but or made it closer together instead of having these giant gaps between. I think this looks pretty good. I mean, it's all straight and even, so it goes from there to there, sharp curve, and then straight into here. Same with all of them, sharp curve into this, all the way down the line. And I'm pretty sure we've actually completed a few. No, we haven't even started them. What am I doing? We might not even finish them before the rupture at this point. What is wrong with me? Okay, but the good news is, even though I messed up starting that, we can take some of these resources out of the miners now, and to speed up the process, we can go collect plants for points. Okay, so we have a bunch of resources now. We can make more building materials. That puts us at almost 4,000, and then we can analyze plants.
This data will be useful.
to finish off some of these. I wish you could like say how many you wanted to put in here, because I would just catch them up. I don't want to complete them by using points. At the end of the series, I think I'm going to do 100 ruptures. It's going to be how long the series is. So it's going to be 100 episodes. And yeah, at the end, I'll do a supercut compiling it all together. So if you want to see that at the end of the series instead of watching every episode, feel free to subscribe so you can come back and watch it. That is the plan as of right now. We should be getting close to our first rupture. Let's scoop up this meteor real fast. During the tutorial, there is a barrier that cuts you off from the rest of the world. Well, that is now gone, and we can venture off into different areas. I'm gathering plants because during the rupture, or immediately after the rupture, I'm going to get everything to level 2. Since it was my mistake for not starting the Wolfram ingot corporations, I didn't realize that they weren't started. I thought it was backed up. So I'm picking plants now to hopefully finish that before the rupture. Ooh, I see one of the aliens. This planet has these guys, which we can just blast like that. There's many different kinds. Actually quite a few here. And there's a blue one. This guy right here, he gets rid of your shield, so you take more damage.
What were those creatures? They didn't look like anything from Earth.
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Strange organisms. They look like insects at first glance, but they couldn't survive out here with this level of oxygen concentration. Is this some completely new species? Why don't I know anything about them? I know everything about this planet.
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
Okay, so there are drone wrecks around which give us these parts, and they're worth 400 points whenever you research them. So that's not the only thing laying around on the map. If you look over here to our right, there is a body who has some liquid and some pistol ammo.
I am detecting increased Rupture activity. Prepare yourselves for a wave.
All right, we're coming up on our very first rupture. So let's get back to base. Let's research this. Let's finish up our corporations with our points. Okay, so let's get in here where it's nice and safe, and then we can actually put up like a viewing window, I think. Viewport. There we go. So now we can watch it. But we have a little bit before that happens. So we'll claim 400 points for that, 145 for that, 20.
Excellent work. The Selenian Corporation thanks you for your shipment. Your rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal. Great work. Future Health Solutions is now receiving all requested items. New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
Okay, we unlocked the regeneration chamber for next episode. We unlocked the fabricator.
Is grateful for all of your shipments.
We got the pistol.
That supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving the UPP-7.
Recipe station personal storage.
Better deal with the planet's dangers.
I'll need to learn to use this. In the future, you might consider adding basic weapons training.
And now we get to witness our first rupture, and this will be the end.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
All right, the sun exploded. We got waves of fire.
Extreme temperature detected.
And now the planet's a glowing fireball. We got fire everywhere. And that thing. But we will leave that for the next episode. Yeah, this will be quite a long series, and there will be movie versions of the series for you to watch. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next Rupture.